Between now and the end of Q1, investors should look for our completion of our in vivo work, confirmation of activity at the brain, narrowing of the candidate set, and ultimately selecting the lead candidate, which is a key inflection point as the program transitions from discovery to IND enabling work.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Anthony Tennyson, the CEO of Sylvonis Therapeutics. Anthony, Happy New Year and positive news to start 2026. How important is this US patent allowance for SVN-SDN14 in terms of long-term value? And what does it change for the program commercially?
Yeah, great question. And Happy New Year to you and to your audience. This is indeed an important step for us. Sylvonis is an emerging biopharma company, and we're developing innovative medicines to treat addiction and psychiatric diseases. Specifically within psychiatry, we're focused on post-traumatic stress disorder, a disease that unfortunately affects 13 million people across the 7 major pharma markets, and for which there is no medicine currently specifically licensed. This is an important step for us and for the program. The patent allowance is important for us in building long-term value for the program. It provides composition of matter protection over a new chemical series within our PTSD program. This strengthens the IP foundations as we move towards lead selection. Commercially, it increases the quality of the program by protecting the chemistry and also extending the future value window. It doesn't change our near-term timelines, but in our opinion, it materially strengthens the assets that we're developing.
Anthony, you're aiming to select a lead compound in the first quarter of this year. What are the key criteria you're using, and what milestones should investors watch between now and then?
Great question. We're running a disciplined, data-driven process. Key criteria for us are our balanced serotonin, dopamine, and noradrenaline activity, clean pharmacokinetics, and overall drug-like properties that support scalability and regulatory protection. Between now and the end of Q1, investors should look for our completion of our in vivo work, confirmation of activity at the brain, narrowing of the candidate set, and ultimately selecting the lead candidate, which is a key inflection point as the program transitions from discovery to IND enabling work.
PTSD drug development's had a tough history. How does your approach improve the odds of clinical and regulatory success?
Yeah, look, Stephen, sometimes people have considered PTSD to be a challenging indication, but where we believe we're significantly differentiated is in focusing not just on symptom suppression, but on mechanisms that support therapeutic engagement through pro-social neurochemistry. Importantly, we're pairing that biology with a disciplined medicinal chemistry approach. And it's that combination, Stephen, that we believe improves the odds of clinical and ultimately speaking, regulatory success.
And Anthony, what else does 2026 hold in store for Sylvonis?
Yeah, we're really excited about what 2026 holds for the company. It's potentially a catalyst-rich year for Sylvonis as we look across our programs for addiction and psychiatry, which, as we think of those indications, those are significant high-burden diseases with large addressable markets and very, very poor current standards of care. So within our clinical stage programs, 001 and 002, we're looking to continue to progress our potentially pivotal phase 3 study for 001 in parallel with ongoing partnering discussions. For 002, we'd hope to establish the bridge into J&J's Spravato, which is a blockbuster drug in the US for depression, which we're looking to repurpose for the treatment of alcohol use disorder for the US market. So we'd hope to have that bridge established and then be submitting an application for a phase 2B trial for alcohol use disorder for the US market under the very efficient FDA 505(b)(2) repurposing program. And within our discovery engine, we'll continue to progress our PTSD program, as I've spoken about before. And also, we're very excited about the potential for our 015 program that targets methamphetamine and cocaine use disorder, where the preclinical program is currently being run and funded by the US federal government through the NIH and the NIDA programs.
Sounds like a very exciting and busy year for the company. Anthony, I hope you'll keep us updated with any progress.
I'll be happy to do so, Stephen. Thanks again and Happy New Year.
And to you, Anthony Tennyson, CEO of Solvonis Therapeutics.